Merry Meet guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I wanted to do a book haul, and just to forewarn you guys, it's going to be a little bit of a longer video because I kind of went crazy on the used bookstores um, last week. So um, in this um, in this video there will be fiction books and pagan books, so just be on the lookout. I'm trying to get back two series, fiction series that I've read and that I read in high school, and I just want to get them back in my library. I don't know what happened to the books. Maybe I got them from the local library back home, but I remember reading part of them, and I wanted to get back into reading them because I missed the storyline. And with that being said, I will start off with I'll start off with the two fiction series that I was telling you about, and then I will go from there and dig out of my um, big bag of tricks, big bag of books, I should say, and we'll see what happens. So without further ado, the first book I wanted to show you guys that I got is called Wild Magic by Tamora Pierce. I finished this book last week. It's awesome, and if you aren't interested with the series, it's about a girl. Mostly everything is about magic in general, but this is about a girl who has the ability or magic to speak with animals and commune with animals and eventually shapeshift into them. And it goes through a story. So this is the first book called Wild Magic. The second book, which is I'm a little over halfway, is called Wolf Speaker. It's a good one as well. And the third one, by the same one, a new cover, is called Emperor Mage. I do not have the fourth book in this series, which is called The Realm of the Gods. I'll be getting that a little bit later on once I finish reading everything and reading the books I have. I'll come back and get that one a little bit later on. This is an awesome series. It's in the teen fiction section. I don't know why, it just seems like there's a lot of good teen fiction books that are just really awesome. I have a lot of in-depth and really cool in the magic aspect. And talking about magic, the next book is entitled Magic. Septimus Heat Book 1 Magic by Angie Sage. I finished this one 3 nights ago. It has tons of pages. A little over 600 pages, but it's easy to get through, easy to read, very steeped, and I would say fictional magic, but I mean, I think it's really cool to play on the imagination. This is an awesome series. If you're interested in wizards and looking at magic from a different standpoint and from how they do it, it's really cool. This is book one. I have book one Magic. Then I bought the second book, which I have not started yet. Paid $5 for it. The book two Flight. This is hardcover, whereas the first one is the paperback. The third one I just got in the mail yesterday is Physic. I couldn't tell you what all these about. I know what the first one is, but I haven't really read the other ones yet, so I can't remember. And the fourth one is Quest. They have, if I remember correctly, they have two other books. Hold up. I know I'm looking at this one. The first one had it. The first one had it. They have, okay. They have, so, 1, 2, 3, 4. Book 5 is called Siren, Book 6 is Dark, and Book 7 is Fire. And once I am finished with Quest, I will go out and look for those. Magic, and oh, I should tell you where I got these things from. The first two, Wild Magic, I bought at a trade-a-book, and I also bought what else did I buy? Oh, trade-a-book. I got this one from Mr. K's used bookstore. This one I've had. It was in my library back home. The next one, Magic, I got on Amazon. Flight, I got at Mr. K's bookstore. Paid like I said, $5. for it. Physic I got on Amazon. These two books together I think were $6 and some change. Quest I had for my personal library back home. This one I bought. This is another one. Septimus the Magical Papers by Angie Sage is kind of an illustrated version of their kingdom, and how they incorporate magic, and kind of like a the Harry Potter lexicon almost, but about Septimus Heap and his wizard world. And I paid $7 for this. Its original price $17.99, and I got this at the Trade-A-Book. So that goes along with the Magic series. The next few I got at Trade-A-Book as well, and they're Charmed books. So if you do not know, I'm a huge fan of Charmed, and they do have a book series. Each book is written by a different author, but it keeps on kind of with the Charmed theme. Some of them are like from the show. Like there's one, Power of Three, that is written based off the TV show, and then some like this one, The Shadow of the Sphinx, which was not. There's no episode of that. Then there's the Gypsy Enchantment, which sounded really cool. There's Haunted by Desire, and then I got The Crimson Spell. There's a ton of these books. I want to say that there's over 20. I like reading about them, and it gives you a more, like, you can watch it out in your mind like a movie, and it's a little better than the TV show. Even though I loved the Charmed TV show, it was a bit cheesy at times. Just saying. I'm a huge Charmed fan, so I feel like I can say that. Now back into my bag of books. We're going to go with the fiction ones first. So I got 3 more fiction books, and the rest are pagan, new age-esque. I've heard really good reviews on this, and I finally bought it, which is James Patterson, Witch and Wizard. I think there is a second book to this. I think so. If there is, can someone tell me about it? This just seemed really cool, and I'm always into magic and fiction. I'm always into magic in general. I found I got this at Mr. K's, and the rest of the books I got are from Mr. K's used books. I returned in a lot of stuff, and got a lot of book credit and DVD credit, so I didn't pay. It was equal trade, so these were all technically free. This one is called A College of Magics by Carolyn Stevamere. It looked really interesting. And it just sounded really interesting. I have not actually opened it and read it yet. So, it's a really old, it looks really old, I should say. It was originally $6, but, oh, they have other ones. Ooh, interesting. Kind of on the copyright page. This was written in 1994, so it's not that old. It's about the same age as my little brother. So, but this looks really interesting, and I'm probably going to crack into it after I get through the other fantasy series that I have. The next one is With a Single Spell. This also caught my fancy. This is about a kid who finds a wizard to take him as an apprentice, at least from what I'm reading on the back. It just caught my interest, and I usually, when I go for books in the fantasy section, I kind of intuitively see what books catch my eye, and those two caught my eye and just stuck with it. So I was having like a pile of books when I went up to the cash register, but the next set of books are pagan related, to add to my pagan library. And I don't know why I left this in here, but that's also for the end of the video. I'll let tell you guys. So I was actually going to be turning this guy in. I bought this at Mr. K's bookstore a long time ago. Proven Strategies for Finding Good Fortune, Lucky You by Randolph Fitzgerald. This book has been sitting on my floor for a long time, and I just never opened it up and got into it. And when I went to go turn it in, I didn't buy this. Hold on. No, no, I did not. Ooh, that's old. I can go in the trash. Yeah, I bought this at Mr. K's Books, and when I went to go turn it in, they didn't want it back. So I took it as a sign that I needed to read this. So I'll be reading this later on. And if you guys want a book review on any of the books that I've given so far, I'm more than happy to do so. The book I got, I only have 3 more to go, so I guess it's not that long of a video. The next book I got is The Shambhala Guide to Taoism, a complete introductory in history, philosophy, and practice of the ancient Chinese spiritual tradition. And so this has always interested me. So I got a book on Taoism, and I got the Complete Idiot's Guide to Buddhism. More spiritual stuff. I'm excited about these two. And then I got Halloween by Silva Ravenwolf. I like Silva Ravenwolf as an author. A lot of people may not like her as an author, but I like her writing style, even though if it is sometimes pointed towards teens. Sometimes it's not, but most of the times I have to agree it is. But I just like the way she writes, and this is not one of the books that I have from her, so I'm excited to have it. I have another book that's about Halloween traditions, but I don't remember who wrote it. I think it was like Eden McCoy or someone like that, or Amber Kay. One of the two. It was like Halloween or Samhain Customs or something like that. But I'm happy to have that. I have most of Silva Ravenwolf's books in my library, so I'm happy to add that to it. The next one I've never heard of. This is Visual Magic, a Manual of Freestyle Shamanism by Jan Fries. It just piqued my interest. The back of this says, "This is a manual of freestyle shamanism. Visual magic aims to develop vision and imagination. It builds on inspiration of such figures as Austin Spare and Aleister Crowley, and stresses the need to develop one's own unique magical way. It shows how magicians, witches, artists, and therapists can improve their visionary abilities, strengthen imagination, and activate the inner senses, and discover new modes of trance awareness. The emphasis is on direct experience. This book asks the reader to think, act, do, and enjoy as he or she wills. Visual magic began as a small treaty on sigil magic and automatic drawing, and is circulated privately amongst occultists. It is especially suitable for practicing mind explorers of the orthodox variety. Both beginners and experienced magicians will find it inspirational and insightful." Jan Fries has a reputation amongst the magical community as a genuine adept. His articles and luminous artwork have graced many of the best magical journals. I've never actually heard of him before, so I think this will be interesting to see and to read. Yeah, I've never heard of him before, so trying to see when this was written. 1992. Doesn't have anything to say about it. I just wanted to see when it was written. So I have a lot of cool books to dive into in the next couple of months, or maybe a year, because it takes me a while to read a book because I get distracted. But I also, that day I went to a Botanica, or it's very, 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 very tiny Mexican grocery store. They don't have a lot of stuff that you would think that I can see a lot of people, buying different spell candles and stuff, like the reverse magic, the love magic, money magic, and all that jazz. They have the saints candles, and they have different colored candles. I bought a rainbow candle from them that I haven't burned. It's just too pretty to burn. And I have a rosary, a glow-in-the-dark rosary hanging above on my wall that I've enchanted, and then I wanted to buy a rose. It doesn't fit around my neck, so I don't wear it. And I have a rosary that now fits around my neck, that I can use and wear when I'm doing rituals, or if I have maybe an unruly client, or you know how it goes. If you don't feel safe, I feel that the cross is always, at least for me, a good symbol of protection, um, and a symbol of working with the saints and angels. So I got this, and I bought 2 of the tall jar pillar candles. I got a red one for Archangel Michael and a blue one for general healing if I needed it, or if I was going to work with Archangel Gabriel. I was looking, they didn't have a green one. I wanted a green one for Archangel Raphael, and they didn't have a black one for Oriel, so I was going to use those as the quarters, but they didn't have them, so I have to go out and search. So yeah. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, or want me to review any of the books, or have any book recommendations, or anything, just leave them down below in the comment section. And with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Many blessings.